Today, I am going to discuss the political movement of TMC that they are planning to contest the next Goa Assembly election 2022. So it is not the first time that TMC is planning to contest in Goa. In 2012 Assembly election, TMC contested the Goa Assembly election. They contested in 20 assembly constituencies and they have polled around 1.89% of vote share in 2012 Assembly election. In 2014 Parliament election, TMC contested the South Goa Parliament constituency. Mr. Churchill Alimio contested from the TMC, and in the 2014 Parliament election in South Goa, TMC candidate polled around 2.9% of vote share. So it is not the first time that TMC is trying to enter into the Goa politics. But now the context is different. It is not the same as 2012 and 2014. So what is the context? Difference in context? That TMC got a huge mandate. TMC defeated BJP in the recently concluded West Bengal Assembly election. And after that, the TMC is trying to increase their footprint in other states, and they are trying to position Ms. Mamata Banerjee as the next Prime Minister candidate from the opposition. So for that they need to expand their base. So they are trying in Tripura. They are also trying in Goa. So why Goa? Because in the next year, in the February and March month, we will have an assembly election in 5 states: UP, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Goa and Manipur. So out of these 5 states, why TMC has chosen Goa, we need to understand. For that we need to understand the most important part for Goa is the demography. So that demography wise, if we look, the Christian population is around 24%, and the Muslim population in Goa, it is the 8%. So these all together, it is 32%. So 32% minority population, it is actually bigger than the West Bengal minority population. So this one demography data probably that is encouraging TMC to try out in Goa. The second part, at present, the main party, the ruling party also, they are facing anti-incumbency, and the opposition also is fragmented. So why I am telling, let me explain that in BJP is ruling Goa for the last 10 years. And it is the first major election for BJP after the demise of Mr. Manohar Parrikar. And the present CM, Mr. Sawant, he is definitely not like Naveen Patnaik or Mamata Banerjee. So the BJP will face a serious anti-incumbency. And at the same time, we also need to understand that Goa is a tourism-driven economy. So due to Corona, for the last 2 years, the tourism segment, they are struggling a lot. So automatically anti-incumbency will create. At the same time, the high price rise, especially the petrol and diesel price, so that also creating lots of anti-incumbency among the Goa people, because around 40% people, they are dependent on the tourism sector in Goa. That is number one. And at the same time, why I am telling that the opposition also is fragmented. So for that we need to understand that what is the present MLA number for different parties and what was there in 2017 assembly elections. Like for BJP in 2017 assembly elections, they are able to win 13 assembly seats. But at present, when at 2021, they presently have 27 MLAs. So from other parties, around these MLAs have joined. For Congress, if you look for Congress, they are able to win 17 MLAs. At present, Congress has only 4. After the losing Valerio, he resigned from Congress today. So at present the number is 4. But effectively, the effective number is only 2. Why I am telling 2? Because the son of Mr. Rane and the son of Mr. Naik, so they are in BJP. So Congress has effectively only 2 MLAs. From 17 it reduced to only 2. So that is the scenario of Congress. EMGP, they are able to win 3. They presently have only 1. So 2 other MLAs, they joined BJP. Goa Forward Party, they had 3 MLAs. Presently also they have 3 MLAs. NCP, they have 1 MLA, that's Churchill Alimio. He supported BJP. He is supporting the BJP government. So presently he is on 1. And the independent MLAs, so they have 3. And presently they are having 3. So this is the present scenario of so opposition. If you see 27 MLAs with BJP and the remaining are fragmented. And in Goa, the constituency size is smaller. Like you have around 35 to 50,000 voters only in Goa, and you will have multi-corner fights. Like Congress will put a candidate, BJP will put a candidate, Aam Aadmi Party will put a candidate, MGP will put a candidate, Goa Forward Party will put a candidate, and TMC is also going to put a candidate. So in a six-corner fight, to win any particular assembly constituency, probably you need to poll around 7,000 and 8,000 votes only. So if you are able to get some good candidates, so you have a high chance to win certain seats in Goa. IPAC is also helping TMC at this moment. In 2012 or 2014, IPAC was not there. So the ground scenario is much more well researched. Okay, so they will approach certain people that who has potential to garner around 4,000, 5,000 votes on their own. So that will be probably the strategy. And very interestingly, if you see, the TMC at present sent two of their MPs in Goa, who are to Derek O'Brien for targeting probably the Christian community. And one more interesting choice is there, Mr. Proshun Banerjee. Proshun Banerjee is a Arjun Award winner, international footballer. He is presently the Lok Sabha MP from Howrah constituency. So the football connect between West Bengal and Goa is well known to all. Goa, if you travel across Goa, you will find several football grounds in Goa. So Proshun Banerjee is in Goa probably to tap that football community and to improve the presence of the TMC among the segment. So at present, so TMC is creating a buzz in the political circle, and many people are talking that when you are talking about opposition unity to take on Narendra Modi, whether it is a correct decision or not, okay, that is a different debate. At present, so TMC is able to, what we got it, the Luzin Valerio, the ex-CM from Congress, probably he will lead the TMC in Goa, but please understand his age is around close to 70. Now we need to wait and watch that how many more influential people will join the TMC in later time. So based upon this, whether we need to also look whether Abhishek Banerjee will visit Goa or not, whether Mamata Banerjee will go or not, and whether TMC will make an alliance with Aam Aadmi Party or not. We need to look all this development in the future. Thank you for watching the video.